Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Bear Brown. Thanks for coming to my garden channel today, where I'm here helping you grow something tasty. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make your very own cheap and easy grow light stations. All right, so I got 3 different variations of grow lights to fit your needs. If you're a beginning gardener and you're kind of intimidated like I was when I was learning how to make my own grow light stations and have my seedlings, so that I can go the cheaper route, having cheap seedlings, and also not having to worry about having these very big, very expensive grow light setups, because they can be very, very pricey. I'm gonna show you the way that I went. I started out small and then I gradually went up. If you are not a beginner and you want to know how to make your very own grow stations, I'm gonna give you some ideas on what you can do so that you can have more and more seedlings and you can save your money on seedlings and on your grow light stations. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna do, I'm gonna take you on over so that you can see the first setup. So let's go. All right, now the very first setup we're gonna use this very simple clamp light. I'm gonna talk about the lights in a second, but if you don't have a lot of plants that you need to start, this one thing can go ahead and help you out greatly. So it has the clamp right here, and the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give you 2 options on this one. All right, so if you want to go ahead and get started with, let's say for example, you want to do some herbs and you only need like a small number, what you're gonna do is take this clamp and you're gonna put it underneath your cabinet. So let me show you the cabinet in a second. So all I'm gonna do is take my clamp and set it right here. And all I have to do is cut the light on. Now I have my very own grow station. And I can put, let's pretend I have soil in here, and I can put that and adjust it just like that. And if I need to go up a little bit higher, I can open my cabinet like this, open it like that, unhook my clamp and clamp it here. Now it is a little bit higher and I can go ahead and move that up underneath. And if I need to raise the level, all I have to do is take a book. I know we're supposed to read books, but also I'm giving you another option on how to use the book. All right, so that's option number 1 with the clamp. All right, so let's go to the next option using this clamp light. Now, if you have taller plants, now this may look kind of weird. I took a brick and I took duct tape, and I duct taped it, and I also took some string because it didn't hold up well. So I put the duct tape around it. So I just needed something to weight it down. And I took the PVC pipe, and like I said, I taped it to that, and I used the rope to tie it down. So all I have to do now, and this is like, this PVC pipe is like 2 feet tall. You can go as high as you want it to go. And all I'm gonna do is clamp it to the PVC pipe, cut my light on, and then I got my plants all ready. So let's take a look at it. So with this setup, I can put a larger plant. This is kind of too tall, but I'm just using it as a demonstration. And if I need to lower it, I can just bring the clamp all the way down here. All right, so that will be the next setup, just like the over here for the cabinet. So I can adjust the heights with the PVC pipe right here. And then, like I said, I just use a brick, and I just needed something to weight it down. You may even can use a water jug, but that is just another option that I use. Now, if you want another inexpensive option for a grow light setup, let's say you want to grow some more plants. All you need to do is get you a container like this, and you can get these containers for any local big box stores, and you need to make sure that you have the top that goes on with it. So what I'm gonna do is, I like to take aluminum foil and wrap it around after I do this cutout, which I'm gonna talk to you in a second about. I like to use the Lunafol and I tape it down with duct tape. And I don't have it in here, but I also put the foil all the way around and on the bottom, because once I have the light connected to this, it's going to reflect all over, because I don't want to have any leggy seedlings or anything like that, and I can get a full tray in here, and so it will bounce, the light will bounce off the foil. So that's why I put foil all the way around. And the reason why I don't have the foil in here now, because my son and my daughter, they already confiscated my grow box, because we have like a little turtle, and they use the other light that's down on the floor. They use this for giving the turtle light. They bash their pet turtle in here. So that's why I don't have my foil in here anymore, because they jacked this grow light box. All right, so this is the grow light box. All right, now what you need to do, you need to take like a box cutter, and you're gonna cut a straight line. This looks like about 1.5 inches, well, about 2 inches. And then from there, I'm gonna take a pair of scissors and I'm gonna cut in a straight line. This is, you just eyeball it. This is about a 5.5 inch cut. Once I get here, I'm gonna cut a little square out. This is about, the length is about 1.5 inches, and this is about 1 inch going across for the width. So it's not that big of a deal, but you just don't want no big square. I'm gonna show you what you do now. All right, so all I'm gonna do is bring the light fixture. I should have brought the line in first, the plug. I'm gonna bring the light fixture in through the square like that, and then I'm gonna push the clamp down, and I want to make sure that I clamp this area, and that's how I hold it up. So let me go ahead and clamp that in right there. So that's why we made the little line. And if you look, we have our light. Let me plug this up so you can see what it looks like. All right, so all I'm gonna do is cut the light on. I'm gonna let you look in the inside. So let's look in the inside. All right, so that's what it looks like in the outside. And just imagine if I had all the Lunafol in there. And so all I gotta do is put the tray on it, and then put my seedling in there, and then we're good to go. And that is my very own grow light box. So that's if you want to grow a little bit more plants, and you could have 1 or 2 grow boxes. This is my second grow box, and it's very inexpensive, and it's going to help you grow seedlings at a cheaper rate, and that's what we want. All right, now the next one that you may want to do, let's say for example you want to grow a lot of seedlings, and you do not want to spend $700, $800, $1,000, because when I was looking at getting grow stations 3 years ago, I was like, I am not paying $800, $900 for a grow station. All right, if you want to do that, that's cool. I'm not knocking anybody, but I felt like, hey, I could go ahead and make my own at a cheaper price, and that's what I did. All right, so let's look at this grow station. Now, I do have a little bit of mess on there because I haven't cleaned up all my areas, so just giving you a warning. All right, this is my very own grow station. I can get several trays in there. At the bottom, that's my sugar cane down there. And I also have some sugar canes that are starting to grow. I got to go ahead and plant them. All right, but we'll talk about that at a later date. All right, so what I did, I went ahead and I got these shop lights. All right, I got them off Amazon, and they were not that pricey. And the shop lights I found out work great, the LED lights, and they are nice and they're efficient, so it's not gonna burn up your light bill or anything like that. All right, now one thing I got to tell you about the lights, you want to make sure that you keep in mind there are 2 things when you're shopping for lights that you need to check and make sure that you have the right setup. Number one, you need the lumens. The lumens, and it lets you know on the back of the light bulb how many lumens you need and how many kelvins. The lumens, it's going to say that it lets you know the intensity and the brightness of the light. And you need 1500 to 3000 lumens. You gotta have that range, either 1500 to 3000. Anything under that, your seedlings is not going to do well. And also, you need to watch out for the kelvins. The kelvins is the type of light that your light bulb produces, and you need 4500 to 6000 kelvins, and it's going to mimic sunlight. So if you don't have that those two numbers, then your seedlings are going to get leggy. They're not going to be healthy, and therefore they're not going to do well, and they're probably not going to survive. So you need to make sure that you have those listed on the back. You have that range. All right, let me show you the setup again. Now, I did a video on the setup, and I'm gonna be honest that when I did that video, it was a longer video because I didn't really know how to edit it, because I was, still at the beginning stages of shooting videos, which I am now. But this rack, I got this rack from Amazon, and I believe it cost like $130. Like I said, when you look on the grow stations, these stations are ranging from anywhere from $700 to $1,000. All right, so once I put together my rack, then I went ahead and I got these. I use PVC pipes to hold the lights, because you're gonna get these little fixtures when you buy the shop lights, and I'll try to put down the brand that I have, because I don't really know how to add the link for the actual lights yet, but I will eventually learn how to do that. Then I just took the eyes. I made eyes that I drilled in, and I used to have string running through here, but I didn't like that setup, so I got these pulleys. So all I have to do is connect them to the eyes that I drilled in, and once I just grab the string and I pull up, just like the actual grow light stations, and I had to go to the other side and do the same thing. All right, so that setup is just for if you want to grow a lot of seedlings. Now, I do have a couple other things I want to show that I put on this grow light station, and there's one other thing that I'm going to add this year. So let's go ahead and look at it. All right, so you want to make sure that you have a timer. This comes in handy. One side has the timer on, and the other side is always on. So you want to keep in mind, because you may forget to turn on your lights, and you don't want to do that because you can make your plant suffer. Now over here, I may need to go ahead and get some more of these fans. I got these fans so that when I want to have the seedlings have some airflow going through it, because I want to make sure that I have airflow, so I don't have any damage to my seedlings, any fungus. So I want to make sure that they get airflow. So I always rotate my lights. You don't have to do that, but I just want to make sure that I give my seedlings the very best environment so that they can be healthy and strong till I get ready to put them outside. And there's one other thing that I don't have. I want to go ahead and get some heating mats, because that is going to help your seedlings grow a lot faster. All right, now I will tell you one thing that I did. I went ahead and I put our very own heating pad up under the seedlings. And my wife was like, "Why are you putting a heating pad up under there?" And I looked, I said, "My seed's sick." I said, "They ain't coming up, so I got to get some heat to it." And I didn't have the actual the heat mats for the plants. So this year I'm gonna go ahead and get some so I won't have to use our own heating pad for that. All right, but I had to think of something because I wanted my plants to do well. All right, so this is just some of the things that you can do to get your very own grow station. You don't have to have a big one like this, or you can start off small, because that's where I started at the very beginning. And if you are in an area where you can't grow your any more plants outside, this is a great way to do indoor gardening until you can get yourself ready for the spring and be ready to get those seedlings looking real awesome, and then getting ready to harden them off. And we'll talk about hardening them off when we get to that point, when it's time in the springtime. Some people are worried about that too. I was too, because the first time I did it, my plants died, and I was like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go to the store and buy my own seedlings. But you can do this, and I'll see you next time. And thanks for coming to my channel. This is Bear Brown, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye.